doing today, folks? Welcome to Just Convos. Today I have the great Mekayel Young here, who is better known as Style by Young. Today we're going to do a conversation with him about his journey through style and everything we see him doing out here in these streets. I've seen the suits, I've seen the socks, I've seen the accessories. He's been out here killing it, so I want to thank you for showing up today on such short notice.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh man, no problem, man. Pleasure is all mine, man. First, before we dive into your fashion background, I want to know, are you from Philadelphia?
From North Philly, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay. Went to Philadelphia school system.
Yeah. All public school.
All public school.
Yep.
What schools, if you want to start in your journey? What schools?
Yeah. So growing up, elementary school, I went to Whittier, right there at 26 in Clearfield.
Okay.
Middle school, went to Rhodes, right there.
Don't say Gratz next.
At 20.
Dobbins.
Yeah,
Dobbins
we gonna get into that. Middle school, went to Rhodes, 29th in Clearfield.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to go to Dobbins.
Okay.
But I got into a little trouble, so I had to go to Strawberry Mansion.
Ooh.
So I was at Strawberry Mansion for a year.
Okay.
And then I wound up transferring to Germantown. I graduated from Germantown.
Well traveled, man. Then so from North Philly uptown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a uptown connection as well. So from Germantown, I developed some relationships uptown too. So
okay, that's pretty decent. How was the experience for you? Is that where you developed your style? Like, cause how old are you?
41.
41. Okay, so is that like going to these schools in different areas? Is that how you developed your style, or this was just?
So this is kind of like in the bloodline.
Okay.
Bloodline. So my mom can dress. My grandma. So it started from like my grandfather, my uncles, my grandma. So watching my uncles when I was a little guy coming up, they always was in suits.
Okay.
So I kind of like watched them.
Okay.
And then I wound up being a business major when I went to college.
Okay.
So it went from when I was in high school, I didn't.
I was about to say, you didn't dress like this.
No, I didn't dress like this in high school.
I thought you was like because when I was I went to University City, I was at high school. It was one dude every year. I want to say like out of 5 days a week, 4 days, slack, shirt, suit. I was like, yo, I don't know how you do it. And he played ball, so it was confusing to me. But he did it every day. I don't know what was his inspiration, but
and it's crazy because my mom used to buy me suits and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I had pictures when I was a kid coming up. I had the suits, but I didn't want to wear. I
hated suits when I was young, man. I didn't like suits. Like, yo, if I had a suit on, like my skin was crawling. I hated suits and I hated tight jeans when I was younger.
Okay.
Like, I hated it all. I was born 79, so I'm 44.
Okay.
So I hated anything like that. My pops used to be like, you're a square. You don't never want to wear no suit. And I didn't get comfortable wearing suits till like in my 20s.
Okay.
And we'll go into that later. But yeah, it was wearing the suits that's like, oh no, suits do open up different doors. But
absolutely.
But go ahead. So you said your mom and your uncles and them wore it, and then
yep, all of them. It was in the bloodline. So like watching my uncles, my grandma brothers, they always wore suits. So it's like once I got introduced to the suit game and got comfortable wearing suits, I'm like, I gotta bring it back.
Okay.
Okay.
So how long you been working on bringing it back?
So again, I went to college in 2001.
Okay.
So I was a business major. So in 2002, we had the classes where we had to wear suits. So I went from just wearing suits twice a week, and then I got so comfortable with the suits. By like my senior year, I was kind of like every other day I had a suit on.
Okay.
Or if I didn't have a suit on, I had a blazer.
Okay.
It was casual. So
yeah, I seen you with I got clowned one time because I had some ripped jeans with a blazer on. Right, I was getting clowned. I just saw you with it on the other day, and I said, hold on, my main man, Style by Young got it on. I could get away with it. So haters, I could wear ripped jeans with a blazer.
Absolutely. So another thing what I try to do too, to introduce people to wearing blazers. Sometimes I do the stretch jeans,
just the
casual look, so you could do the jeans, especially if they're nice fit jeans. You could do a nice fitted t-shirt, blazer. You could do a sneaker or a loafer.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Yeah, they be coming for me sometimes. You know what I mean? So, boom. So now, what school you went to? What college?
Delaware State.
Delaware State. Yep. Okay.
HBCU.
Okay, and you rock the suit every day on campus, huh?
Not every day on campus.
But majority of the time.
Like three times.
No.
About 3 times because that was during that time. I'm gonna say 2001. That was during the era with state property and all that. So we was rocking.
I think Change Clothes that just came out too, right?
Yeah. So we was So I was still doing a rock velour sweatsuits.
Uh-huh.
Then we started doing the state property denims and all that. So that's why I said by like junior year, that's when I made the switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I see you wear everything fitting tight, so like you like workout guy or something, man. Cause like, yeah. 'Cause I can't do all that, man. I know you got the taper, the real taper cut.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like
that's
that.
another thing too. So taper is a must. So I tell a lot of people all the time, even if you get a suit off the rack, you still got to get it tapered because I don't care. Like I know I had a friend of mine who bought a suit from Boyd's, right? And he think because you bought a suit from Boyd's,
You think
Boyd's
it's already made?
is $1,800 suit.
Yeah.
You think you don't gotta get nothing done to it. So it was obvious. I'm like, dude, where you get that suit from? He's like, I got it from Boyd's. I'm like, you ain't get it from Boyd's. Because they didn't, but he didn't know.
He didn't
thought,
stop at the teller. It's teller in there though.
but a lot of times people don't know because they look at the price they pay for the suit. So the average person, like I just bought a $2,000 suit, I don't need to get it tapered. Wow. But you need to get it tapered because
I don't remember. Is the teller at Boyd's free? I know some certain stores when you buy the stuff it's free. Like
nah. So most of the stores is an alteration fee.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I seen some stores they do it like through the point system. Like if the more you buy or something like that, they do the points and give you like I don't know. I can't remember right now.
Well, Joseph A. Banks, I know Joseph A. Banks used to do that. I don't know if they still do it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not a professional suit buyer. I got a couple on the tuck, man, but I wear my suits for different things.
Right. But that's another thing too. Like I tell everybody, you gotta have a few suits. Like especially if you a business person.
Yeah.
Even I don't care if you're a mechanic, you still need 1 or 2 suits because, like for me, I always put out there you should have a blue suit, black suit, gray suit. That's the essential color suits that every man should have because you can never go wrong with that.
Yeah, Steve Harvey said you should have all those colors plus a tan, and then he said with the different shirts and jackets, and you had like.
And you can always mix and match.
Yeah, he said when you mix and match. You know it's crazy. The mix and match don't really go with me. I like cause the era, cause where I come from, when I seen people wear suits, it was always kind of like what you got on the day. It was just the whole. It wasn't the mix and match. So the mix and match is a little weird to me. I mean, I know you could do it, and of course I've seen it done before, but it's like my dad, when they used to wear suits, it's like the whole thing. Like there's no half stepping on that. But,
absolutely. And again, like even if you look at it, even the gangsters back in the day, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even know that they was gangsters.
Yeah.
You thought they was going to
businessmen.
They was businessmen. Like look at even if you look at what's that with from Bumpy Johnson.
Suited and booted.
You see suited and booted every day.
Yeah.
So for someone that don't know nobody, you'll think, dang, I know he gotta be like a lawyer, a doctor.
Yeah.
Like I get that all the time.
Oh, one of my suit stories, cause I got 3,000 stories. So it's funny. You kind of go with the times now. So like 2003, Strawberry Mansion. It was real intense around there with the police. Police was around there grabbing you out your car, searching all that stuff. At this time, I'm doing real estate. I'm young and I'm got it going in real estate. I used to keep a nice little bankroll on me. So I just dropped somebody off to work for me or something, and I'm driving home. And they catch me like around 32nd and Dolphin. They pull me out the car, slam me out the car, all the good stuff, you know. And they trying to take my money and everything from me. And I don't have a suit on. I got just regular work clothes, construction clothes and stuff. And they nah, you ain't no construction worker. They they really put me through the business.
Right.
And at that time I had license to carry. They took my gun off me, embarrassed me, and all this good stuff. So they really put it on me on this joint. Well, okay. So I'm taking it all in. I don't say nothing. They gotta let me go. Drive home. I go call my attorney. Like, hey, listen, man, this is what happened to me today. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. He said, so we gotta go talk to him about this. So I had to write a letter and all that stuff.
Right.
And after I wrote the letter, we had to actually come down there for a hearing. It's like a hearing you gotta have. So the hearing, and this is a bad thing I see a lot of young guys do, even whether you're in criminal court or whatever. They go to court like they outside with their friends.
Yep.
That's not how you go to court.
Yep.
You go to court and you make it like your time is money. So when I go to court, I have a very nice suit on, very, very nice. Everything is looking sharp. It's sharp to the point where when we come in, they got us waiting outside before we go to the arbitration hearing, like to talk about what happened.
Right.
It's this young black girl in there, very attractive. She was attorney in training.
Okay.
So I just wanted to see like what do suits do to people, right?
Yeah.
So I'm standing, my attorney's standing to the side, and I'm standing right here, right? And I got the suit on, and I remember Catch Me If You Can in the movie with I can't think of the boy in the movie, but he say, you know why the Yankees always win? Like why people always stare at the stripes. So I got this suit and I'm feeling like top of the line. So I'm playing with the attorney like, hey, listen, man, I'm here for my client, Sharif Hankins. I'm here to make sure that everything goes right with it. And she eating all this shit up. And I'm like, damn, she don't even know. I'm really the complaining. But she listened to everything I'm saying. I'm like, and I'm just talking crap just to see.
Right.
And she like, well, that's okay. I'll make sure that, that I'm like, oh shit, this works. But what happened was, because we all could talk well, we all could be telling the truth. But the suit puts the dress on. It's like the icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
And when you know what you're talking about, the suit will excel whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
and it's always people feel more comfortable when you like you come in a room, and that's another thing I tell people. I'm a walking billboard, so I get a lot of business just off of my appearance. Yeah. So especially like when I'm downtown, I have a story similar to yours. I'm a property manager as well, so I manage property. So last year, I went to court with one of my tenants, and we get there. She have her attorney. The attorney say to her, "You didn't tell me your landlord was sending his lawyer down." She said, "No, that's my landlord." Yeah. So now, her attorney.
But he treating you different though.
The attorney had to come at me a different type of way because now, once they see the suit, tie, all that.
They make suit and tie parallel to being educated and thorough.
Right.
It's not really. It's just you know what I mean. I mean, if you are, it's just a plus.
Absolutely.
But that suit will get you through a lot of doors, a lot of red tape. So yeah, I'm quite sure he saw the suit and was like, "Who's the suit?" That's what they say. Yeah. Especially different nationalities when they see us with a suit on, they're like, "Who's the suit?" That's the first thing they say. Who's the suit? Like I've been in a place where they said, "Who's the suit?" I'm like, "Who's the suit?" Like
then I have another story similar to yours as well. This is probably like. Maybe like 2012. I'm right at 23rd and Cambria, around my area, where I'm from, right? At that time, I had a bombed out Marquise. I don't know why. I'm be riding around in that hot box like that.
Yeah. You want the attention. You didn't know you did, but you wanted the attention.
Yeah, so they already, when I'm hopping out like this. So a lot of young boys think I'm a detective.
You got everybody confused.
Yeah, they confused like, this boy be having suits on, but why he driving this? So the cops pulled me over. They asked me where the guns and the drugs, right? So I say to the cop, I said, no disrespect, officer, but what drug dealer you know in Philadelphia ride around like this? His partner started laughing. Like he got a point there, like So once I gave him all my stuff, they let me leave, but he did give me a ticket for my tent because he was mad because all my stuff was right.
Yeah, they do that.
So he gave me a ticket for my tent. Again, I went down to fight the ticket. I went down correct.
They thinking you attorney.
They think I'm attorney.
Move you to the front of the line.
They threw it out just because I went down there. I was, Your Honor.
Well, you talk with manners. You talk with respect.
I didn't try to. I didn't go down there like
yo
aggressive. I just listen. I knew, I'm not disputing it. I wasn't aware that it was too dark. I bought the car like this, and because of the way I presented myself, the judge threw it out. And it's all about your appearance, the way you talk to people.
Oh, it all is hand in hand. It's hand in hand, and it's like what Japanese people say, you wear 3 different faces. So with me, I know I'm a 3 different face type person. So I know some people watch, it's like, that mother effer don't wear no suits yet, because you ain't gonna never see me no place I gotta wear a suit. Like, so for me, I don't do it every day. But whenever I have like a real important business meeting, when I was younger and I had about 3 different trials I had in my lifetime. I'm 3-0, you know what I mean? But every day I was in there looking like my time was my money. Right. See, I always tell people like that do business with me, like when you go in places, you gotta look like your time is money.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because it supersedes all the BS. If everybody in there looking like this on some rugged stuff, well, they already insulted that you didn't even get dressed up for the occasion. Right. You know what I mean? Unless you're that good or unless you're that much of somebody who they want to do business with. But if you ain't that person, you need to be suited and booted, especially if you're trying to get something. Absolutely. That's the beginning of it. And also, like I said, it just, people put on their polite voice when they talk to you. You have a suit on. You don't get the grimy voice. And even if you get caught in a combative conversation, that suit would diffuse it to the point of like, you can wind up getting an understanding with a person, or to the point where the person's gonna watch what they say because they don't know who you are. Yeah. And they like, and then we all been trained that if this person got a suit on, they're important. You know what I mean? So it's So I love it. I love it, but I'm just not a suit everyday person though.
I did a video on my Instagram back in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the dealership, to the Lexus dealership, and as soon as I come in there, how you doing, sir? How may I help you, sir? Like
The greetings are different.
Was different compared to the time I went in there with my sweatsuit on, fresh from the gym, and I had to go get an oil change.
Yeah.
It was a different. It was a different Mr. Young. And that's it. You could.
Yeah, because your time ain't no money.
Right.
It's
so
like
I
you look
come,
just like me.
I come in there. It's so crazy. I had a meeting. Usually, if they gonna have my car, they give me a loaner.
Mm-hmm.
This particular time, how you doing, sir? They found a loaner. All of a sudden, they had a loaner.
Yeah.
But if I'd have had my regular gym sweatsuit on, they probably said,
that's your problem.
Yeah, that'd have been my problem. So
yeah, I'm telling you,
definitely,
man, the suits make people treat you different. And I wish a lot of y'all young guys that's gonna be like in this life of y'all that y'all claim, or even y'all that's going into business or thug, like whatever you in, you should have yourself a couple suits. It's actually like everybody should have one, man. Like no matter what you do, like you said, even if you're a mechanic, like it gets you in places different. It makes people treat you different. But once you get the suit, you got to get with my man, learn how to wear the suit. Because I look at some of my pictures when I had a suit when I thought I was killing it, and woo, some of them legs was long, man. Some of them legs was long, and it was more so because, like I said, I never liked tight fitting stuff.
Right.
I never liked it. It used to drive me crazy. So when I got my first suit, it was a little baggy in it. I won't even lie. I wish I had a picture of it. I'll find it somewhere. We'll put it up in the picture. But even when I wore it in there, because another time I had a suit, it was my first time ever in like it's a long story, but I'm gonna just make it short.
Right.
So when I was 20 years old, I was a part of local 3. I was a part of local 332. Still am now.
Okay.
No, it's not a good one though. But so when I kind of went through I didn't like how they treated me in that local. So I kind of got with some rebel rousers one time. We decided to run against Sam Staten Senior, Junior, and a couple other people.
Okay.
And on a nomination night, when we were all being nominated, everybody had their work clothes on, but my cousin that was a part of the B slate with me, Bruce Reddy, he was like, Sharif, make sure you wear a suit. He said, I'm gonna wear a suit. You should wear a suit. I'm like, man, I ain't wearing no suit. Man, nobody wear no suits in here. He was like, nah, man, wear a suit.
Right.
So I wear it. I went. This young lady I was with at the time. She took me to I want to say Men's Warehouse. Got me a fairly nice suit, fairly all solid navy blue, and took me there. I got the suit, put it on, and when I had it going there, I was like, man, I feel stupid. I don't want this on.
Right.
I can't believe I'm wearing this. I can't believe I'm doing it. Man, when I tell you, when I walked in that room, it's about 400 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this young guy with this suit on like this?
Right.
And then, it's funny, man, because that suit really that was one of the times it showed me like, damn, like when you put that suit on, man, everybody noticed, man. And we got nominated that night, but it was, we lost terribly in that joint. But overall, that was another one of my experiences with suits and learning that, yeah, when you wear that suit, it's different. But like the tailoring though, what's the worst thing you see with people when they got the suits on, especially if people don't know about it?
One of the things when I have like clients is say over 50, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times they be stuck in the town.
How they wore it back then.
Right. So I try to like educate them. They think they suit gotta be like, they be like, I don't want my suit tight like your suit. And I tell them, just because your size, it don't have to be tight, but it still need to be to your body.
To form, yeah,
right.
Form fitting.
So it's still a certain way your suit should fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like your pants shouldn't be so baggy at the bottom like you have on like sweatpants back in the day, or you got cargo pants on.
Yeah, that's how my pants was
right.
in my joint.
So it's going to take away from the look. Like I don't.
Yeah.
So
it's
a lot
gonna
of
be nice to the bottom, and it's all scrunched up.
Right.
It's
like the break is like extra long, and now you walking on a
on
the
bottom
bottom
of your joint. Yeah.
So you done messed up a good suit.
Mm-hmm.
So I do talk to a lot of old heads that stuck in their ways. At first they I just did I had a wedding, because I do weddings.
Okay.
I do proms.
Okay.
I do wardrobe builds. But I just did a wedding back in October. And mostly all the groomsmen was over 50.
Okay.
And, of course, the one I had like two that was like in their 60s. Man, I ain't wearing no skinny suit. I'm like old school. The suit is not going to be skin. It's going to be tailored to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
It's going. So when he did the try on, he was like, "I want it like this." I'm like, old school. I'm not going to have you.
Mm-hmm.
My name
again,
on this. When I style people, my whole thing is my name is on this.
Blue
So
Magic.
I'm gonna make sure my name is my name.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna make
yeah.
sure that you're gonna be right.
Okay.
So once I knew that he didn't want his suit to fit as tapered as mine, but it still was going to fit him right.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, right? When he put that suit on, the final product,
Mm-hmm.
he's like, "Damn, young blood,
You killed it.
I like this. I like this." He said, so that's another thing. They was wearing shell tops because the groom loved his thing with shells.
Okay.
So the old school, a lot of old heads, they don't want.
They want to come over the shell. But you
No,
want
they don't want to wear sneakers.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to wear his gators.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
he couldn't wait. He said, "Man, this joint bad, man. This joint bad." He said, "Soon for the reception, I'm put my gators on. I gotta put my gators on with this."
That's crazy. 'Cause usually they go from shoes to sneakers. He go from sneakers to shoes.
Yeah, because he old school.
Yeah, he like
most of the old school, like you said, your pop.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like back in the day, like my uncle and them, I never even seen them with sneakers.
No.
Everything was shoes.
Yeah.
Like even now, when I do the proms, like a lot of the kids,
Yeah, sneakers.
they want to wear the sneakers.
Yeah, the sneakers.
So I gotta show them. It looks better with the
Yeah, with the
with the
shoes. With the
shoes, but a lot of them do.
But they own what they own. You
Right.
know what I mean? They own what they own.
So when they do crossover, and I can get them to wear the shoes or the
Mhm.
loafer, and I tell, like again, it's an investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You spend $900, $1,000 on a pair of sneaks that's trendy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get a nice quality shoe that you can have forever.
As long as your foot the same
Right.
size. It's crazy. I seen you put a post up like that the other day, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be interviewing this man. I'm gonna have some sneakers on that cost some money. And I said, yeah. And he said, if he brings it up, I think I'm. But yeah. No. That's funny though because yeah, all the shoes I have, and I probably only got about 6 pair of shoes at the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I probably got about 20 pair of sneakers easy.
But that's fine. But you do have, at least you have a few pair.
No. But what I'm saying is that, like you said though, the sneakers got to get changed out at some point.
Right.
The shoes don't got to get changed out.
Don't.
You know what I mean? I don't like some of them shoes is really 20 years old at this point.
Right.
But them sneakers, they ain't 20 years old. You know what I mean? I might got a couple pair that may be like 5, 6 years old. But the rest of them, nah, ain't no. You know what I mean? You got to switch them out. You got to stay fresh. So you know what you said made a lot of sense. I was dying laughing like, yeah, he got a point for that one.
So another thing that we talking about shoes, right? I'm old school, so I'm big on getting your shoe shine, right? A lot of people forgot about getting your shoe shine.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, our
yeah.
grandfathers, our fathers, our
places
uncles,
you said that downtown.
they all
got it done.
had their shoe shine. So that's another thing. I see guys, like when I go to events and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they have on a nice suit. And then I look
Shoes
down at the
dusty.
shoes. Females look at your shoes. You talk to ask any female, they look at your footwear on up.
Mm-hmm.
They say all the time, your wheels might be hit. So I tell guys all the time, like, don't forget to get your shoe shine. Like I even do videos when I'm down
Show 'em how to do it.
when I'm down at the shoe shop, get my shoe shine so they can see.
Okay.
Like you gotta have your shoe shine. Like
Now where do you get your shoes shined at?
LR2. So that's
Where's
that's one of my partners. A store that I use is in the Liberty Place.
Where's that? Liberty Place? Okay.
Yeah, 16 in Chestnut.
yeah. Second
so it's
floor or
first floor.
First floor. Okay.
So it's a suit store, but they actually have my old head in there that shines shoes.
okay.
His name Eugene,
Okay.
and he do his thing. He do his thing with the shoe shine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dang, that's crazy. I don't think I ever had my shoes shined.
that's
folks.
another thing.
Yeah.
So again, you said you got shoes that's 10, 20 years old, right?
Yeah, I keep
you-
them in the box.
you
and,
keep 'em
know,
in
I
a
keep,
box.
I keep everything. You know
Right,
what I
you
mean?
keep-
Yeah,
you keep
everything.
'em in a box.
Yeah.
But you still want to,
Yeah. I never thought of getting them
like
buffed up.
I tell people all the time, just like you get your tires cleaned on your car,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get your shoes shine. That's your wheels too.
Yeah. I ain't
Got-
never think of that. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, because back in the day, I remember being downtown. It was always like a little spot where you got your shoes shined at. It used to be a joint on like maybe 15th and Walnut or something like that. People used to sit in and get their shoes shined.
Yeah.
Right behind the Kimmel Center. I don't think it's still there, but back in the day, it used to be there.
They got an old head in the Raider Terminal that still do it as well.
Okay.
I was going to him, but then once I start doing a lot of business with LR2,
Okay.
and I got my guy in
All the
there,
same there.
he's good. And also, is a shoe store 40th and Chestnut,
Okay.
and that's why I go to get my shoes like repaired. Like I still get the tabs on my
Okay, you still
shoes
get
because it
tabs?
lasts.
I hated
Because
taps when I
it
was
lasts,
young.
it
I
lasts
know.
longer.
I used to hate taps. Though. When I was young and I had taps on my shoes, it always made me feel like something was wrong with me. Like,
Right.
I thought I was like
Off
mentally.
balance.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought I had a vitiligo, not vitiligo, that other joint. When you can't never be balanced. Yeah, I used
Right.
to hate taps. But
Pioneer Elite Care is committed to treating each individual with dignity and respect. We take pride in providing quality care to those who require assistance at home. Contact us now.
Excellence is our standard. Excellence is the rule. Never the exception.
PioneerEliteCare.com.
It's funny, man. I was me and my pop just went to a wedding this summer, and man, we were struggling trying to find a teller in the city to do our stuff. I had one teller I used to use on 4th and South. It was short-lived, right between 4th and South and 4th and Washington. Black boy too, but he kind of let me down on some service he gave me before. You know what you owe me. But and then this lady actually put me on. She put me on to this teller shop on like Broad and like York maybe, right where the NovaCare Center.
Right.
Yeah. So join in there. It's a little outdated, but they did pretty good work because my pop was complaining like, man, I ain't going, man. I don't want my pants. I don't want my pants to be all tight at the bottom, man. I'm like, yo, man, like it's gonna land in the shoes. It's gonna be straight.
Right.
But the boy, he did pretty good work, man.
He's still there too.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah. That was just this summer. It was
Okay.
Just, well, 2023
because
summer. The lady with the the lady in the wheelchair and him, like
Yeah, two of my homies, they go there.
Yeah.
So I actually had my own personal teller, but he retired on me.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lost art now.
Yeah.
Like tailoring, like a lot of those tailoring, shoe shining, a lot of that stuff is like lost art now because like nobody really does it.
Right.
So people act like it, but people still need it. Even though people don't do it, it still need it.
Yeah.
So when I seen your look, and I was like, damn, that's a sharp look this guy got. So I'm like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now you're saying what it takes to keep it. Like, I don't even think people know where to get their shoes shined at now. Like I know I didn't. I ain't even think about it. I just keep everything in the box and wrapped up. So
Yeah. So again, it's cool to keep it in a box.
No.
But
I'm gonna get my joints shined.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get my. I want to see what it look like when my joints get shined.
You can see the difference. It'd be like.
But it's crazy though. But like, if I didn't talk to you today, I would have never. Cause I don't even think about it.
Right.
Like I said, you don't see it that often. People outside.
Most people, and the funny part now, when you start going to events, you're gonna start looking at shoes.
Yeah, I am. I'm starting looking at people's shoes downtown tomorrow.
Right.
Like, I'm like,
you're gonna start looking at. It's gonna become like damn, Young was right. I see what he talking about. See what he talking about. Once I start putting my, doing videos, get my shoes shined, and then I had different people like DM me like, yo, I was at this party, and yo, you right, jokers, they shoes do be busted, because the average person, they don't think about it.
Yeah.
They think, no, I got this suit.
I'm straight.
I'm straight. Last thing they be thinking about, is my shoes cool?
Now, do you shine the old ones, or do you take like a brand new pair and shine them on the new ones? Or because I know some people do like a protective coat or something. I don't know.
So I usually do mine after the shoe, like I break the shoe in, because it's like when you out, they gonna get scuffed up. Or like another thing, sometimes what I do, say if I got my like brown shoes on and it rain.
Okay.
If it rains
and
you get caught, you get caught in the rain or the snow. I'm like, damn. All right, I gotta get these shine, and then I'll put them back in the box.
Gotcha.
And then I probably ain't gonna wear it once I get them shine. I'll probably put them back in the box and go wear them in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I saw you one time online. You was teaching young men how to tie a tie. And
right.
This is how foul I am with tying ties.
Okay.
I am horrible with tying ties.
Okay.
My pop probably tied my ties when I was probably 18. About 6 of them. And I won't lie to you, I do my best every time I take them off to keep the knot in them. I just had to just, I don't know nothing about tying tie. I know you go and pull the joint back, but it just don't click for me, man. Like so tying the tie is like one of the many weaknesses I have. I'm not a good tie tier at all. But yeah, I seen you had the the youngsters, and you was showing them how to tie a tie. How many of them already had experience with it when you was in there?
All right, so I'm gonna jump into why I started that, right? So being, coming from the urban community, right? One of the things that's missing is suits and ties, right? When we was coming up, when we was in our, when we was kids, that's all we seen in our community.
Funerals, graduations, Easter, you had suits on.
Right.
When I was coming up.
But I'm saying from the old heads, you didn't see them like dressed down. You always seen them with more so with suits and stuff on, right? So once I started doing the proms, and stuff like that, I had people, just even in my family members, oh, I'm going to so-and-so, can you come through here to tie
Tie
a
this tie for me, yeah.
Or my son going here, I need you to tie the tie for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I always hear different people talk about how the kids look, how they come to interviews. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start my Dress for Success program. So I have a Style by Young Dress for Success program, whereas though I go into the schools, show them the importance of dressing, teach them how to tie a tie, building up character, all the etiquettes.
Does do something for your confidence.
Yeah, because when you dress, I tell people, you looking good, you smell good, your character, your energy.
You exude that on everybody else.
Yeah, your energy is through the roof because it's like your confidence level is high. So that's when I just did an event at Dobbins High School about 3 weeks ago, and I had 30 plus boys in the class. None of them knew how to tie a tie, right?
Believe it.
Out of that 30, let's say 35, about 8 of them was like really serious, to the point once we was finished, I had about like 3 of them like, you mind if we stayed after so they can really get it. One of the kids he was ecstatic, like, oh, I'm gonna go show my dad and my brothers and them, you know. So like stuff.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
It felt good because I know a lot of them don't know, right? And a lot of them might come from, they might not have no father figure, right? Or no uncle, no grandfather that's stepping up. They might just be their mom, or they might be the grandmom or their aunt. So I feel like that's a missing art. So even like when I go to schools, first thing they say to me, like, you a lawyer? And they don't, you know,
who your client? You hear one of your clients?
Yep. Or a lot of times they might think I'm a councilman. They be like, what district you from? Like I get that a lot now. Like, what district you from? But it feels good, and that's my form of giving back as well. You know, so I let them know, like, you can make it out the hood. You don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be an athlete. You could be a regular student, academic student. You could be. It's okay. Like I was telling them, it's okay to be a plumber, a carpenter. Like I was telling them,
they make a lot of money.
Like
I don't think people know how much money they make.
I was telling them, honestly, they doing better than a lot of people that went to college.
I tell people all the time, and they think I be taking, because when I had these debates with people in academia, the people who had the degrees, right?
Right.
And I tell them, I'm like, look, man, y'all already starting a buck down. You're already starting 80,000 down. Now, on top of you already starting down, because most people don't get scholarships. You know what I'm saying? On top of you starting already down, now when you get out there in the working force, you have to hustle. Just like that carpenter, electrician, or plumber got to hustle. You got to hustle just as hard as that. So now you came from doing this reading and learning and answering questions because you can remember. You can remember stuff, right? But now you got this guy that's already got a 4-year head start on you. He don't got the same debt as you. He don't have that debt.
Absolutely.
So he already coming out the gate. If somebody can take that guy and show him exactly where to put his money in, what type of plans, whether life insurance or IRAs to put his money in, he got a 4-year head start.
Absolutely.
And an average plumber, electrician, good carpenter, if they're good, anywhere from 50 to 140, easy.
Absolutely.
In the unions or doing your own jobs. So you smoking them.
Yeah.
You smoking them already. You know what I mean? Now I do have friends that did go to college and get their degrees, and they doing the 260s and 250s. So I can't debate with that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that overall, they still in the same space. You know what I'm saying? We could still be in the same space. And let's just be honest. Education not for everybody.
Yeah.
Not that type of education. Not the remembering you can regurgitate the stuff real good. Some people are just good with their hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it, man. I get it completely.
And that's why, by me, you know, having that lane, I'm able to talk to the kids now. I let them know, like, college is not for everybody. Like, I don't, even like my little nephews, my little cousins that look up to me, and I tell them, like, it's okay. You don't have to go to college. You can get a trade. Yeah. You got to do something, though.
Got to do something. And please don't tell me you're going to be a rapper or a YouTuber. Like, you could do that on your spare time. Like, figure out what to do. You could do that on the weekend, because I'm not going to say they don't make money.
Right.
But that's almost like, I get so mad, man, when I look at youth sports or talent shows, anything, because I see all that talent. Even like being in the prison sometimes when you can see all this talent in these people,
Mm-hmm.
but they all got driven on this one street and they
Yep.
missed the whole fucking highway.
Yeah.
They all ran through the woods and it was an easy ass route that way.
Yep.
But they all went this way instead of just turning that way where the shit was paved. It was paved. I mean, and it's not like it don't knock on my doorsteps. I have a young man I help raise. I had it laid out for him to go into the trades and everything. I'm talking about top trades and everything.
Right.
Worked with me for like 6 months, got a little 10 grand in the bank. Hey, I'm done.
That's another thing. They lazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
they don't have no.
well, they see the world different. You know what I
Right.
mean? I would, you know, I think they see the world different. They almost like, because when I was watching Straight Outta Compton one day, I was cracking up to myself when Dr. Dre in the crib trying to do this beats, and the mom like, boy, you better go get a job.
Right.
Now, granted, that's Dr. Dre.
Right.
The problem is y'all forget about the 1 million other dudes that thought they was Dr. Dre who didn't become Dr. Dre.
Right.
Like you gotta be able to have a pivot in this game. Like you gotta know when you gotta pivot. And I'm not saying don't chase your dreams, but don't chase your dreams at somebody else's expense. If that's your dream, it should only be your expense.
Yep.
I mean, if you having sex, put a condom on, cause you're a dreamer.
Yeah.
Like all that shit, man. Like don't be out here making babies now. Turn around, the baby's in the shelter. You out here trying to act like you the famous rapper, and all you got
Right.
is 20 cents and a bunch of good Instagram pictures. Like
And
that.
it's funny you said that because I didn't have my first. I didn't have my son. I didn't have one child. I had my son till I was 30, right? Because my whole thing was in my 20s, I had a vision. I had dreams.
grinding.
So I'm grinding. So I recall when I was 26, you know, out of college, bought my crib, you know, I'm working and stuff. And I remember like people in my family was like, do you want kids?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I want kids. But one thing my grandmom told me, she said, live your life before you had them kids. So from like 26 to 30, I was just traveling. I was having fun. I wasn't knocking myself down to that obligation because I know I wasn't ready for all that. Like I'm trying to build. So once I, you know, got situated, I'm like, all right, you know, I can. It's time now, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell people all the time, don't force it. Do it when you're ready. Don't do it because your mom, your dad, or putting the pressure on you. You gotta do it what makes sense for you.
I guess, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're a dreamer, that's fine. Just don't let your dreams and your burdens fall on nobody else's doorstep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the key to it. So some of them gonna make it, but it's very rare you're gonna see a Coscent. It's very rare you're gonna see a Drewski. It's very rare you're gonna see these whatever, Jay-Z, Nas, whoever you want to be.
Right.
It's very rare. I say for every success story is about 1 million who didn't make it.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Just like the percentage of the NBA.
Same thing.
Yeah.
All that's in the same line. It's almost like, man, y'all going for something that's very hard to attain.
Yeah.
When because the question is what you're going for. If you're going because you love it, then yeah, please do. By all means, go through the bushes because that's where your path is.
Right.
But if you just doing it to get some money and you want to be fly, you can go over here. You can go on this job route. It ain't that bad, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that bad. You know what I mean? But you know, we hear a lot of things, man. But it's just, I hope, you know, I'm somebody I can see him now. I hear him in the comments, hating ass old head. You don't know nothing about this life. I know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't rock the poo shiesty. I don't live that life, young man. I don't.
At all.
I don't.
I tell them. So I had a last year. I actually had a program at my dress success program at the middle school in Chester, right?
Okay.
And
That's a different area. That may be close to Philadelphia, but that's a different area.
and the thing that I was telling the kids, like I let them know, like y'all from Chester, I'm from North Philly, right? We both grew up in the hood, but that don't mean you gotta be hood all the time, right?
It's this.
And I tell them mindset,
Yeah.
and that's one of the things I talk about every day was with the days I had them, mindset. We gotta shift the mindset, right?
Yep.
And I asked them all what they wanted to be. I had 15 kids. Out of the 15, 13 of them said they wanted to
Rappers and NBA players.
they want to be football, basketball, and a couple rappers, right? But I told them, I said, nah, we gotta have a plan B, which I want to be. So they had to come up with careers outside of
entertainment.
I told them research their salary. We did a project where as though I broke it down. Say if you was you said you wanted to be an electrician, right? And they researched it and they said the electrician makes $60,000 a year, right?
That's on the low end.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this is a number like they had to research the career and come out with a salary. So I'm just using that for example.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I broke down like more how much you gonna pay for rent, how much groceries. So monthly to let
Bill
them know.
Cosby did with Theo that time.
Right, to let them know like. So a couple of them was like, oh shoot, how am I live off of this? Right, let them know like because you gotta realize. Everybody's not going to the NBA. Everybody's not going to the NFL. Even though I presented the stats, like it's like 2%, 5%. Like the numbers was really low.
Yeah.
As far as like you said, the success stories.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. Another thing I did too. I had once a week. I had different like people I knew, like old heads, family members that's doing well that never went to college. Right. My old head come in. He got his own barbershop. Had my uncle come. He a DJ and he a barber. Had my cousin come. He real estate. He got over 20 properties. They never went to college, none of that, right? I had one of my friends from college come. He's a partner at New York Life. He's one of them people, like you said, went to college, but he, he
did this thing.
He did his thing, doing his thing. Had someone else that came, got their own filming thing going on. So it's like, I just wanted them to see that none of these was athletes, right?
Yep.
And they all doing well. Some of them even maybe went to jail, came home, and still doing good.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. Like I had people around me that might have did 10 plus years in jail, 15 plus years. Yeah. And that's doing their thing that motivate me, that I learn from them. Like I tell people all the time, like I got friends that's criminals, I got friends that's
got them all.
There's doctors, lawyers, check all the boxes, all of above.
Yeah.
But I learned something from all of them, right? And it don't change. We might have went different ways, but the ones that we was really tight, and they had my best interests at heart, and they always showed me love, even though we went this way, they went that way. But we all came back, and even a lot of them home now, and they doing the right thing, and it's all love. Like, and I tell them all the time, I call them. Like even with Ken Rock, like I tell Ken Rock all the time, like I'm proud of you, bro, because I know me and Ken Rock, we went to elementary and middle school together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So like different ones, I'm proud of you, bro. Like
I mean,
stuck to your game plan.
And that's a guy to me, natural leadership tendencies.
Yeah.
And most of us from these areas, we really have natural leadership tendencies, especially when we tap in. See, like even you look at a guy like Wallow, right? He did 19 years, right?
Right.
So when I see a guy and I think, man, just imagine if he'd have skipped the 19 years. Just imagine if he'd have really been out here and didn't do that, what he could have accomplished. You know, you never know the way the cookie crumbled though. But like with anybody, so it's a lot of guys. I ask them, why don't you just skip the 10 years? Why don't you skip the 5 to 10? Why don't you skip the 1 to 3? Why don't you skip the 9 months probation?
Right.
Because I see how you're moving. It ain't really you, homie.
Right.
You just want some money. So if you just want some money, go get a job.
Yep.
Like, it's easier, I know it's easier to go find some chick, lay some good trim on her, you know what I mean, and do whatever and live off of her, act like you get money every time she get tax return. That used to be, and then PUA kind of inflated everybody's ego, right? But now the bubble is bust. So now it's time to be a man. And I know a lot of people can't figure out how to be a man because you never had the tools. So not only did you skip from the first floor to the 10th floor, but you fell back down. You didn't walk back down the steps, you fell back down. Right. And now you back down on ground level and you can't figure out how to get back up there. But you don't even know. Like when people was going crazy about the PA, I'm like, that's $600 a week or whatever, $1,000 a week. You can get that on a job. Yeah. You can really get that if you apply yourself. You can really get that.
And then some of the scams and different things they was doing to get it. It's like,
it was crazy.
It's like a lot of them bust their head now, and it's like they don't know what to do.
And you know it's crazy, man, because like my pop always tell me, man, you really don't know what to do with money till you got it 4 or 5 times. And the worst feeling that you could feel, like people think being broke is a bad feeling, and it's a bad feeling. But being broke, having money, going back to being broke, that's a fucking tragedy. Yeah. But see, once you do it about 4, I've been broke about 4 different times. Yeah. So to me, it ain't nothing but just running on the treadmill. I know, like, all right, time to slow down. Right. Like, so I would, you kind of know when the wheel's about to fall off. So you know when to just, let me get closer to the ground. So when I fall off, it won't be that bad. Yeah. I see a lot of people, they was going there, we up to the highest height we can go. And, everybody will learn, you know what I mean? I don't want to make poke fun at nobody, but this is how this thing goes,
And another thing I think too, right? People, a lot of times when they start getting money, I feel like they spiritual wise, they lose that connection, right? Because they feel like
They love the dollar now. The dollar.
they got the money,
Yeah, I'm the man.
but they forget about the creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Creator could take this from you.
Any given day.
And then it's like, now they getting this, they lose the money or they getting the clinch. Then it's like, now they back to, oh, nah, you supposed to.
Pray while you up.
Yeah, you
Pray
supposed
while
to
you
still,
up.
still pray while you up. So it doesn't, if you up, pray. If you down, you still got to pray at the end of the day.
Definitely.
No matter what you believe in, you still got to pray because, and that's what a lot of times, like I hear people all the time on social media, like some of these people that's doing so good, right? I did this, I did that. You know, you ain't just do it by yourself. Like, you know, if it wasn't for
if you're really doing it too, though.
right?
If you're really
and that's
doing
another thing, and that's why I try to tell the younger generation that I talk to,
don't believe it.
like, don't get caught. That's why, for me personally, I like Facebook better than Instagram, right?
Okay.
Because Instagram is just,
It's instant. It's
yeah,
like crack.
it's like everybody.
Everybody
and
Insta star. Instagram Insta star.
And I get like people say this. I was at you know Richard Y, the dude, the photographer.
No.
So he does a lot of he's like one of the top photographers in the city. Like he do a lot of events, like parties. He do like the politician stuff.
Okay.
He had a party yesterday, right? And it was a good big turnout.
Good turnout. Okay.
But a lot of like people that I follow on Facebook, they just like, you different because, and I get this all the time because people like, how you are on social media, and when you see you in the street, you the same way. Whereas though a lot of people, they
got the persona
on social media, but when you see them in the street, they be dickheads. Like it's like they act like they don't want to speak, or they look at you, are we friends? Like
I'm following you.
Yeah, I'm following you. Like, come on.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm late to the party. I'm like, when it comes to social media, I'm late. I'm super late. People crack up. People crack on me all the time. Like, you only got 250 followers and all that. I'm like,
right.
and I laugh, you know. And they have like, they might have like, 10,000 likes on one view. They might have 20,000. Might got 40,000 likes, 40,000, whatever that stuff is called, right? But see, the thing about me is that I can't tell you about 40,000 followers, but I can tell you do the $1 million. I can tell you it's like the cat to count $1 million too.
Right.
So it's a big difference when we out here understanding like what's what, you know what I mean? So I don't really care what people got to say, because to me it's like, I only got 255. I'm the 250 follower dude. That's me. But I don't live in that world, so I'm late. Like, and mind you, I've been a part of things. I've been always in the background. I never liked to be. I never got in front of this camera until 2020, right after the pandemic. That's what made me start doing it, because I saw all the fake shit going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this don't feel right in my stomach. Like, and I just, I just got out here and I did it. But I don't even look for nothing no real crazy. This is just more therapeutic for me, as long as I know, like, hey, this don't make no sense what they doing.
Right.
But
and the same thing with me. Like, I wasn't on no social media until 2020, right?
Yeah.
So 2020 is when I started my business, right?
Okay.
When I actually, got my LLC, made it business, because prior to that, I wasn't on no social media platforms, right? Again, like, I was always the person in my neighborhood, whenever an event came up, I'm the one that, I got this event coming up. Can you go to King of Pressure with me? Can you go here or there? I need you to get a suit. So in 2020, I had an aha moment. Like, let me start a business to this, because your time is your time, right? People paying you for your time. So it's like, all right, let me make a business of this. So once I started doing it, they like, you gotta get a social media. I'm like, I ain't trying to go on social media, because like you said, I'm a person that was always behind the scene, right?
Yep.
Like, I don't like a lot of attention, but attention come to me the way I present myself. But I never was one of those people that had to be on social media. Like, even for years, if we out at a party and you post a picture, they'd be like, no Graham Young, no Graham Mekayel, something like that.
Reef.
Yeah.
No
so
Graham
I
Reef.
used to get that all the time for years. I used to always get that. So fast forward to now, people that know me for years, they be like, yo,
you finally did it.
Like, you so they be like, you be on my timeline so much. But now to me, it's a business. It's free marketing, like I tell people all the time. Don't worry about the 1 like or the 2 likes.
I don't think about none
Like
of that.
I had people DM me, it's crazy. I had people DM me and be like, you know, like I was looking at your video, that joint nice. You only got 10 likes. I'm like, I don't care about that because my thing is the people, and another thing I found out, a lot of people know everything you got going on because they looking at it, but they don't.
Every day.
They watch it, but they don't never like it.
Yeah.
They just scroll past. They look at it. They won't hit the like button, but they know everything you got going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't get caught up with the likes. And then I know people that say on Instagram, you be like, damn, they killing it.
Until you see him.
But then when you know them personally, you be like, come on.
Yeah, stop that shit, man.
Like, you
Come on,
gotta
man.
stop. Come
Come
on,
on, man. Your girl just got a tax return, dog.
Yeah.
I know. She just got that case money. Somebody just died. They got life insurance. I know, man. Come on, stop it. You seen that reel? It was like a little commercial we shot with Shaheed probably like a month ago. It was Shy and this girl jogging.
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about the-
Hey, Riz,
Yo,
did you start promoting for the first-time home buyers program yet?
no, I haven't started because I don't really do content. Like, I got to figure some things out, figure out how I'm going to promote it. Like, I just really been talking to people word of mouth. Haven't done too much with internet and social media.
Modern language. Look, Riz on real estate, first-time home buyer program. They say $10,000 if you're from Philly, right?
Yeah,
$10,000 if you're from Philly, but Germantown, Mount Airy, $2,000 extra dollars, right?
yeah.
2000. So what I really gotta do to get in this program?
You just have
It doesn't even matter. Look, meaning I ain't gotta worry about no landlord. I ain't gotta worry about no roaches. I ain't gotta worry about nobody coming in my house when I ain't home, cause it's mine. If it's your first time buying the property, you gotta get with it. Get with my girl. I forgot her name. Riz on real estate, though. She got the whole Philly covered. What? I said she got the whole Philly covered.
Good. The company that shoots this, we had all sat down and shot that.
Oh yeah, that was fly.
So
I commented on that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I know. I seen
Yeah.
it. And I was like,
And that's another thing. Like with me, I'm real. So if it's something I like, I'm a comment.
mm-hmm.
A lot of people they like, damn.
Keep on going by.
They like I had people walking to me in the street. I'd be like, damn, that suit you had on such and such, that joint was
You be
hot.
like, huh?
Like, huh? Like they break the whole thing down to the T. So why you ain't comment? Like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
so or another thing they do, they say something on my DM, but they won't say nothing on my page.
So it's all part for the course. But let's get back to some of this, man,
All
before
right.
we run out of time for this. What exactly is this? Like, what we got going on here today?
So that's actually my general box. So one thing, I'm big on accessories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things when cause I wear a lot of suits.
Mm-hmm.
Before I started my business, I was always in the socks.
Okay.
So I'm
Socks
like,
was your thing first?
Socks was my thing.
Okay.
So people was like, damn, where you get them socks from? I'm like, oh, I got it from here, there. So I'm sending them to all the places I was buying my socks from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, I'm sending them all sacks. They already got enough money.
Make my own.
Let me do my research. Let me get my own socks. So
Okay.
then
So these are your own socks that you get made.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I wound up, researching, and I started off with just socks at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, during the pandemic, it's like, for me, I tell everybody, if the pandemic ain't make you a hustler, you're not a hustler, right?
Yeah.
Because you had so much time, you sitting there when the world was closed. It was like YouTube. I would say I use YouTube University so much. Like
yeah.
I'm fixing stuff in the house that I never. I'm the type of person I'll call somebody like, how
That's
much
me all day.
But during that stretch,
Uh-huh.
I'm in there fixing stuff. I'm online, trying to find a vendor for my socks.
Mm-hmm.
So I start off with the socks. Then I'm like, I'm big on pocket square. I'm big on brooches.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get me a gentleman box. So now I have my gentleman box where it's
So that's called a gentleman. I didn't know that. That's called a gentleman
it's
box.
a gentleman box.
Okay.
So I have some that just might be socks in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some that I do. You have a tie, pocket square, pair of socks. Some have a lapel pin or I have a brooch.
So what's the price range for these boxes?
So I have some that's that's $39.99.
Okay.
Some that's $49.99, and I had some that's $59.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good price point. You ain't knocking nobody over the head.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
no,
I
it's
do.
decent.
I had the socks that I do individually. I have pocket squares. I have ties.
Okay.
Also, I just got my own suit line.
Okay. Oh
Yeah, so
wow.
I-
How you put it? I mean, not how you put it up, but what's the so what's like you got suits already made? Like you got them
Yeah, so I
cut
got. I
the
have
sew?
a,
They
so
like
I
cut
have
the
a.
sew or they already
Yeah,
pre-cut?
yeah. So I have a vendor, whereas though now you can actually order a suit from me,
Okay.
and then you still. It's no different than you buying it off the rack.
And you still have to tailor it up.
You still have to get it tailored. Yep.
Okay. And what's
Yeah.
the price point on that if you don't mind me?
So right now I have some that's $400 and $500,
Okay.
but
Okay.
great quality. I'm not sure if you've seen it. I was just on Fox 29, and I was one of the models, and I had one of my suits on. This is actually not from my brand right here.
Okay.
I don't know.
You wear it so well. Don't
Yeah.
worry about the play. This is the thing you do. This is your
Yeah.
thing.
So this, but I have some that's like
Similar
this,
to that?
like
Okay.
similar to this. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just continue just building up the brand.
Okay.
Eventually, another thing, I'm an image consultant, so I do a lot of trying to get some celebrity clients, some athletes, business people, just building.
Okay. No. That's dope. That's dope. So right now people so right now we're getting ready to go into the prime season. By the time this go out, you'll be thick into the prime season. What's some of the fights you gotta have with some of this younger generation when it comes to prime? When it comes to how they look, their look.
A lot of times it's more so footwear.
Okay.
I actually was talking to a mom yesterday, and I was explaining like the sneaks she was sending me. That was more like a casual look, pair of jeans or a
Not for
sweatsuit,
no suit.
not for a suit. Like
Okay.
so, I kind of sent some back, like some
dress sneakers type.
Yeah, some sneakers, like some sneaker shoes.
That makes sense.
Right. Not them big bulky sneakers, and you trying to wear that with a suit.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so that's honestly that's usually the biggest challenge because a lot of them never wore shoes before.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that
That's crazy, yo, that you say that.
Right.
Like, it's so crazy how the times have changed. Like, when I was young, man, and I never celebrate Easter because I grew up. My pop was real militant.
Okay.
But I mean, like funerals, suit. Graduations, suits. Like my pop ain't play. Like,
Right.
like you got to throw that suit on. Like,
Yeah.
and I'd be mad as hell with that suit on.
That's
Like,
how
man, I
my
hate
mom.
wearing it.
My mom was the same way. My
Yeah,
mom,
yeah.
grandma was the same way. Like that's again, like I said, like I used to hate wearing. It was funny. My mom messed with me now. She be like,
I thought you always wore suits. I
No.
can't believe that at one point you was like
No.
a casual
No,
dresser.
I was-
'cause
I was-
the way you be having it, I'm like, yeah, he probably one of them boys was born with a suit on.
no, I always. So in high school, I was polo boy. Everything was polo, like
Feel you.
polo sweatsuits, polo.
Polo was that
everything had to
thing.
be polo.
But the young people hate polo now,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
They be like, get that whack ass shit out of here. I'm
Yup.
like, huh? Like, this is low.
Yeah. So they, it's funny. They don't respect it.
Yeah. I get it. I don't get it, but I get it.
So another thing, right? Like I have moms. This one thing. Now that I've been doing proms for the past 4 years, I really I love this season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, a lot of moms they never seen their sons dressed
Dressed
before,
up. Okay.
and this might be the only time they get to see their son in a suit.
Mm.
And when I look at the mom face, and they just be looking at their son in the mirror, and then the son start feeling himself. Like I had a client last year. The mom like the son was shy. She like he don't really talk a lot. Man, he put that suit on.
He became a
He in the
politician.
mirror, he moving around.
Mhm.
He started dancing. Like she said, she never knew he could dance. He started dancing in the mirror. He's like the dances. He was practicing the dances.
All
He
the
was gonna
young,
do it.
the blickies and all that.
Yeah, it was around the time when what you call him song was out.
Uzi John. or
Uzi
Shake That.
John.
Yeah.
He started hitting that. He started hitting the dance in the mirror.
Damn.
But it just like I enjoy that. Just to
Mm-hmm.
No,
that's dope. That's dope. Man, that's crazy.
yeah. So like again, like I was saying, just trying to continue to build. Another thing now, some of my little nephews, little cousins, they got styled by young, just to
Okay.
get, because it's like a lot of them don't have that role model, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them, some of my cousins, little cousins, I call them my nephews, right? They dad's not around, so
Yeah.
I'll be grouping them with me,
You
taking them.
that male figure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So me and one of my uncles, what we've been doing, we started doing last summer. couple of them, little cousins, my son. So we like try to like once a month or every other month we'd do something with them, like take them to the race, you know, the bumping cars, or like a game or something like that. So just trying to, you know, I just want to be, you know, let them know like you can still be positive and cool at the same time. Like I tell everybody, I'm from the hood. Like I've been around, you know, blessing out. Like I never sold drugs, right? But I was around it.
That type of area, 23rd and Cambridge, you know what I mean?
You know, and it took to see everybody around me get indicted for the wake me, you know, like damn,
this ain't for me.
That could have happened to me.
Yeah.
So college came at the right time because people that wasn't doing nothing, they still got caught up. You know.
Yeah, it's a thing that scares me with a lot of young people. People who think that because I'm not doing nothing wrong, I can still hang with set crowd.
Yeah.
And now you're about to watch a lot of indictments come down on this young generation. When me and Ken Rock had that episode, we talked about it. Like, you know, all that. See, people think that they can just hang in the shit and the shit won't come to you.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you start hearing shit like Rico,
Yeah.
Rico don't care about if you was just sitting with them playing video games or if you was just the guy that just went to the store and got the blunts. Because in the Rico, y'all all is a criminal, and it's all a criminal conspiracy.
Yeah.
And you know, even down when you jumping in the video when they talking about how they shot such and such and all that, like all that can land you in jail for a very long time.
Absolutely.
So, you know, for any young person, man, like I know everybody like how the new mayor is saying she's gonna be tough on crime and everything, and I really don't like that sentiment only because I've been alive long enough, so I seen what happened in the early 2000s, I seen what happened in the late 90s. In the late 90s, it was just like the pandemic, believe it or not, where crime was free. Like you can go down some places in Poppy Land and damn near buy a brick. The lines to go get weed on Fairhound Allegheny would go down the street out like it was a regular drive-through, like you was in Club McDonald's.
Absolutely.
And that's how crazy the open air drug traffic. This is way before Kensington and Allegheny. I'm talking about in the 90s, and I'm quite sure older people could tell you about the 80s. So what I'm saying is that like they let crime go wild, and then now they go real tough on it.
Right.
And just this morning, I seen where something weird happened in the store, the police officer and all that stuff. Like,
I seen that.
But this is already January.
Right.
And I'm telling all you young people, you can't just be cool standing around your man that's doing that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Right now is your best time to get away from him.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to pivot away from that for a while because the heat about to come down on y'all. See, I'm 40, I'm 44, I made it through. He's 41, we made it through. Us falling to something to be something that either we was in the wrong place at the wrong time or just was a bad day. But y'all guys, y'all got to be on point every day. And it don't stop, like it starts at like about 13 and it don't stop till you about 35. And some of y'all just in the thick of it and y'all don't even have to train it because y'all coming out the pandemic when the police had to sit on their hands. Now, I ain't never seen a point in my life when police had to sit on their hands. Now these police, they ain't sitting on their hands no more. And they could be black officers, white officers. Unfortunately, you young, you black, you young, you Latino, they on your ass. So if you smart, this your best time. Go get a job, get out the way. Get out the way. I ain't saying leave Philadelphia, I'm just saying get out the way. All that, if you come home from school, pivot past the corner, pivot past the poppy store. You don't need that shit right now. You know, it's funny because everything that happened last night, it started at a gambling game. And it's crazy because, like, I'm talking about the games that they got in every store, every gas station now. And it's crazy because, you know, y'all want to talk about the guy that's playing the game. Right. But the state and the city allow them games to go in there.
Absolutely.
So y'all allow gambling to go in there.
They benefiting from it.
I just watched something today where Delaware, all this gambling was supposed to go back into these school districts. Well, SEPTA just said they ain't got no money this morning. School district just said they ain't got no money. But the casino's always crowded, so who getting the money?
Right.
And then Delaware just said, we want to take the money because we make such a good profit and redo the casino. I thought the money go back to the schools.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that was the whole thing of allowing all this betting.
Make it make
all
sense.
this betting, man. But it's all BS, man. And there's no knock to Cheryl Parker. I've seen her speak at quite a few things. I understand she's just coming with a lot of ambition. And she's been in politics longer than shit I've been living probably. But the sad part I see where this is going to drop with a lot of us is that it's almost like every parent scream, come help me with my kids.
Right.
And now somebody gonna come help you with your kids. But I don't think y'all really gonna like what's about to happen to your kids. You know what I mean? That jail population is aging out. Guys who was 20 years our seniors, they aging out now. And the guys in our age, they're in there, they're aging out too.
Right.
Now here come, they getting all y'all 15 and 16-year-olds ready to go up there, man. So, you know, put a suit on and pivot.
Yep.
Put a suit on and pivot, man. Please do it. I mean, even if you can't afford a suit, man, just go get it. Look, Walmart and Target sell great dress shirts and, and slacks.
Yep.
Like, just pivot, man. Try this job thing. If you just watch, and sometimes it's like, back in the day, I forgot the guy's name. He had everybody drinking this poison Kool-Aid and dying. And somebody used to say, like, well, when it got to the 300th person, why didn't nobody stop? Like, all y'all drink, y'all going down this poison driveway like this.
That was
It's like one of them preachers or something.
That was the real Jim Jones.
Yeah, the Jim Jones dude. Yeah, the
Yeah,
preacher dude.
yeah.
Yeah, so the real Jim Jones. but yeah, I'm just saying, man, this time to pivot, man. Like, they're not playing with y'all.
Yeah, they definitely not playing.
They're not playing, and don't be the example. You know, if your man's them in the corner, chuck that deuce up at him. Holler at him later. Your man them talking that crazy stuff, and if you got all y'all with the little gangbanging stuff in y'all bio,
oh yeah,
take it out.
yeah.
Take it out now.
That's Rico.
I'm telling you,
That's
that's
definitely
Rico.
Rico.
All y'all all dancing with Rico, but I don't think y'all know where the party end at.
Look
You know
at
what I mean?
look at what you call them rappers from Atlanta.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
them, and those are state Ricos, which is nowhere near a Fed
Right.
Rico. They're getting state Ricos, them
Right.
baby Ricos. Y'all start getting these federal Ricos. That's different. That's different. You hear when Ken Rock said, "Man, I'm all the way out Mississippi somewhere." Yeah, it's different. It hit different, man. So please, man, just think about what you're doing. Take them out, tell them how to get with you, man.
Remember, if you're not styled by Young, you're not styled. If you're not styled by Young, you're not styled. One of the best in the business. But look, check this out. I can be reached at on Instagram, styled_by_young, or I can be reached at on Facebook at Facebook Styled by Young, or on my website www.styledbyyoung.com. Make sure y'all get with me.
All right, remember to like, share, subscribe. This is Sharif Hankins for Just Convos. Thanks for coming out, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Sharif Hankins. I just did an interview for Just Convos with my main man, Styled by Young. Thank you very much. Hey, this one I'm gonna do for the month of April. The first 10 people that like, share, and subscribe, I'm gonna give you $50 towards whatever you get by Styled by Young. So whether it's one of the boxes or whatever. So the first 10 people, all you gotta do is like, share, subscribe, and hit me in the DM, let me know. For the month of April, we got you.